Alright, we're live. I'm going to talk about more of the muscle imbalances and why they happen. Let's start off with shoulders. What I started doing with shoulders that really works well is overhead squats, or just holding the barbell over your head. What you got to do, like, be able to do that is I had to go wide. My shoulders aren't that flexible. This is my weaker one. I wonder if you could see. Like it's this one's a lot smaller. And what it has to do with a lot of mobility. It's like it's not as mobile as my left one. This is the arm I throw with, so I wonder if that have anything to do with it. But when I was lifting when I was younger, it's just this one was doing all the work pretty much. I wasn't feeling this side. Yep. Okay. So what I've been doing is overhead squats. It's hard. I'm gonna make it look pretty easy. That didn't look easy. But yeah, really focus on, like, you gotta like turn your shoulders out when you're trying to do this. Get the bar and just try this for yourself. Like, I could feel my shoulder gets really tight. I can get it to go back pretty far. It's a lot different with the bar. I'm just trying to picture what I'm feeling when I have the bar. I don't use any weight either, not yet, because I can't. Well, I can, but I'm just working on stretching it right now. Like, if I can get this if I can get this arm to be as mobile as my right one, I want to get really strong. I'm going to try and pull it down. There it is. I always thought I had to bring this one up. This one's good. This one's strong. This is my weak side. The same with my chest too. This is the smaller side. And what I'm doing bench press. I'm doing 25s on each side and really focusing on the weaker side. Pretty sure that's why my shoulder, that was messing up my chest too. It's cool when you figure this stuff out. Like, I'm going to be really symmetrical and balanced once I get pretty much my shoulder evened out. Everything else will come into play, and you just gotta start over again. If that makes sense, you gotta build up slowly so your weaker side can get stronger. I want to talk about legs too. Best way to get stronger is work on your posture. So stand with your feet like this, and you're gonna feel more. You're gonna feel weight more in one of your feet or your foot. For me, it's my left. I'm gonna exaggerate, but this is how it was. I'm trying to slowly, gradually get my right leg to handle more weight. So staying like this for at least 5-10 minutes maybe. I'm not going to go the whole time, but just really focusing on your weaker side and putting the weight there and seeing what that feels like. So you can check in with yourself during the day. I'll find myself on the stronger side taking over. So I'll just adjust. And that goes for the same for squats. That's why this is the weaker leg, because this side is this is what I'm doing when I was doing it before. Now I'm more even, doing lighter weight. This is another good one too. Make sure your whole foot is on the ground. Both your feet applying equal pressure. My hip is really tight on my weaker side too. Strength and mobility. Mobility, then strength. Get yourself really stretched. Same thing with my abs too. Like this is the stronger side. I wonder if you can see it. Like these are more developed because if I'm swinging, I'm pulling. But there's an exercise that is great for abs. It's called L-sit. So get your hands like this. Just like upside. You can do this with a bar too. I mean like a pull-up bar. Make sure your palms are really pressing down. Keep your straight back. We're going to make it harder. Bring your feet out like that. You want to get cramps too. If you're getting cramps, it means you're pushing yourself and your body's doing shit it is not used to doing. So whenever you got cramps, keep doing those exercises. The L-sits, hold them as long as you can. Make sure you're putting the weight in your palms. Let me see if I can get a cramp. Nope. Okay, it's coming. You see it? Yeah. It's right here. Cramps are good, even when stretching. Okay. So yeah, once I get my shoulder even, it's pretty much game over. Rings. Because when you're doing rings, each side has to pull equally. Fuck. The overhead barbell position is going to make you, it's going to bring out the weaker sides. Okay, so here's an exercise for your shoulders. This is what I'm starting to do. Probably better over here. Alright. You get like push-up position, I guess. Keep the pressure in your palms. I'm really focusing on my right arm because that's the weaker one. I'm making sure my palm is going into the ground. I can't go as far with my right arm without taking my palm off. I'll come back too. I'm just really trying to get the weaker arm engaged. It's fucking awesome. I forget what else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I want you to see my back. The overhead position is great. Alright, nice. Ugh. Hip mobility too. Make sure you're standing with your calves too. I'm throwing a lot at you guys. So don't lock out your calves. Lean forward if you got it a little bit. how you get more grounded. When I'm in the gym, I'm using like doing all my normal exercises. Usually, I'm just really focusing on form. So when I'm doing power snatches or deadlift or anything, I really want to focus on form and my weaker side. I'm using really light weight just so I can get back, get symmetrical really. You're going to get stronger too, which is great. I feel like there's something more I was want to say. But yeah. The one thing you guys should take away from this, start getting the barbell over your head. You're going to have to to be able to do that, to do the squat, you're going to have to dislocate your... It's hard to do without it because there's nothing holding it there. But I'll just get it up here and just walk around until I can't hold it anymore. I'm using a 35-pound bar. If you don't have 35, use 45. But I started with a PVC pipe. This is probably the most important thing. And when I'm walking around, I'm making sure I'm pushing equally, especially with my weaker leg. That's all I got to say for right now. I really hope this came across how important it is to start with mobility before you go for strength.